Here comes the rain.
Crossover.
Even Cyclops doesn't give a fuck about Cyclops.
Get fucked.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
get out of the water.
Poison water. Poison water.
Walked out as quickly as I could.
Warming, get out of there.
He's
I have
fine.
a portal.
We gotta drain it somehow. Gotta find a lever.
Woo!
Or a button.
Oh, we can just
Or,
leave it.
or a magical spell.
Or we can just leave
Yeah,
it.
you poop.
Or we can just leave it. Oh, Glovey.
Why do these look like half-assed gas chambers?
Why do they look like half gas chambers?
Nazis are
Look at all the bones. What?
Statement still stands.
They made an X-Men Legends 3. What would the story be? Pitch your story.
How much it sucks. I
The
don't
story
know.
would be how much it sucks. My last two games are terrible.
Self-aware game that questions its existence, question why it sucks so much.
I'm gonna sort of go with that. I'm gonna go with like Deadpool shows up, breaks like the fourth wall. He makes them realize we're in a video game world, and it's like, but it's a shitty video game world. So then they have to find a way to get out of the shitty video game world.
It's like a fight to make it better.
Yeah,
So,
Not
so
bad.
who's the villain?
whoever the fuck Deadpool wants. Deadpool's like
The
the narrator
executives?
of this story.
Usually the executives.
This
Yeah.
is Deadpool's story.
Or the director.
He just gets to fuck with anything he wants.
Usually his end goal is to
Well,
freaking give the directorship.
So one moment we'd be like,
I
you guys
don't
are
agree
fighting
with
10 guys. We'd be like, wait, you guys are fighting off 20 guys.
I'll actually come up with a proper answer in a second here.
I'm trying.
Half-Ace was pretty fucking good there.
Oh yeah, no, like he spawned it off of my initial statement, but my initial statement was half joke, half serious. I will come up with my own.
Yeah.
I will
Got it, Jason.
Tactical bang.
I would say, seeing how we already got a X-Men Legends game where Magneto was the villain, and an X-Men Legends game where Apocalypse was the villain, I say let's go up and for the third game we will make the next villain. Pardon?
Mr. Sinister.
No, I'm gonna go with
No,
let's
he's
make
better.
the next villain a human villain. I'd say let's go with Stryker. Let's have it be more a movie-esque Stryker than comic Stryker. Let's have it tie into the Weapon Plus program, and have it be the Stryker and the Weapon Plus program. It is basically just trying to take down mutants and trying to terminate the X-Men any way they can. So basically, the X-Men are on the lam, trying to fight Stryker and his Weapon Plus program with the Sentinels and all that jazz, while trying to prove their innocence.
And there's some sort of big twist. There's always some sort of fucking twist.
Oh, there's always a twist. Where Stryker isn't really Stryker, but he's someone pretending to be Stryker, like say Mr. Sinister or a lower tier villain.
Yeah, something.
Or the reality is, you know, Sinister is in league with some evil Brotherhood of Mutants type group, and of course the twist is they betray Stryker at some point, and everything.
And then the Weapon X program is on each side.
Yeah.
Did you have one?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of his name. Sebastian Shaw, I believe. Hellfire Club.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, Hellfire Club being the villains, and instead of Jean and Emma Frost being like playable characters, they're actually they go back to the Hellfire Club, and they're actually the enemies of the game, and just a game surrounded by that.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to break down that door. Oh, that's all it was.
If I was gonna give it an actual serious plot, I'd base it in the post, like I'd say start it up with the conflicts just prior to the Scarlet Witch reboot incident, where
Is that
she.
yours?
Can we?
Do we have another PS2 controller we can use instead?
No.
I never remember to bring mine.
Hefe, do you have PlayStation 2?
Yeah.
It's not here.
Oh yeah, I just found it.
Uh-oh. All the talking up system.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to balance it out.
Just pull it forward. Forward.
Forward.
my man. Forward.
Not too much for you, don't want to blow the wires.
Yeah, it's If I was gonna give it an actual serious plot, I'd say
God damn it.
pre-Scarlet Witch hexing, where she annexes all the mutants.
Shit,
Then
there.
make mid-game where all the mutants disappear, so you only have your small team.
Yeah.
Or not mid-game, early game.
Follow you.
You have a small team. The team gets completely turned human, so you stop playing them, and then it jumps forward to when there is a handful of actual mutants left.
It's like a No More Mutants kind of stuff.
Yeah, but you get like your first team after the intro team is all the mutants that were remaining after the hex, and then you have to search out the other mutants because you find out there's more left. Blah blah blah. You try to find a way to reverse the hex. Don't go the actual storyline from the comics, but use it as a launching point and start searching out ways to reverse the hex.
Nice. I like that.
But that would be at least a solid story. Then you could slowly gain mutants one by one, get a little bit more invested with each character that you get.
And of course, on the modern day consoles, like you could have probably 200 characters, no problem.
Yeah, and you could get them in like waves. You'd have billions of side missions to get individual characters and like all sorts of stuff you wouldn't really give a shit about, but it's a side quest, so I like that.
I like it.
Wonder.
Not super complicated, but it's workable.
Not bad.
Wonder what there, Bob?
Yeah, I was in the middle of a thought.
Boys?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Alright.
Yeah, let me check them out. Because I don't know if we've been everywhere here.
What was I going to say?
Good movie. Good.
It is a
You
very
ruined the hair.
shitty
The hair's
situation,
ruined
Otto.
by the-
Out of the mask, yeah.
What I was gonna say is, you know, what I don't want to see
What's that?
is a video game like X-Men Destiny, where you think you're gonna be playing an X-Men game, but really you're playing three random crappy mutants made up for the game. And all the really cool characters you'd rather play as are basically bit part cameos to the game to help progress the story.
Yep.
They're quiet.
So sounding like
Yeah,
Channing
yeah,
Tatum
yeah.
might not be gonna be anymore.
He might not be?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, first off, they couldn't get a good script. And so every script thus far has pretty much been awful for a solo gambit film. Second of all, they couldn't get a director who stayed with the project more than a few months before bailing to do something else they'd rather do. No matter how much money they threw at them.
I feel bad for Channing Tatum because I think he would have had an amazing time with the part. But I do have one thing that comes to mind.
Don't do that.
That is, he would be the meatiest, and I
Okay.
mean
Go back.
meatiest of gambits ever.
Yeah. Also knock a heel.
So in addition to that, there's also the fact that
These gambits usually pretty skinny.
Channing Tatum is right now in negotiations to play Shazam opposite Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam.
Oh, he should so do that.
Yeah, I know.
Mm,
That would be perfect.
and blasphemy. How dare you?
What?
He said Shazam.
Yeah, I realized. It took me a minute. I was like, what the frick do you mean the genie from the frickin'
No,
show where you put the rings together and scream his name? Does anyone actually remember that show? It was a super old school show called Shazam.
It sounds familiar.
These two kids find this
That's
Find
what
these
you
two
thought
parts
he was talking
like
about?
a magic ring. Well, when people say the Shazam, I think of the genie Shazam.
Oh, fair enough. Isn't he like a black guy?
He's Arabian.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he's a Djinn.
Oh, okay, that works.
Okay.
And I think you're thinking of... Wait, what was that one with the genie in the boombox? And it was played by Shaquille O'Neal?
I was gonna say Shaq Fu, but no, not Shaq Fu. That was
The game.
Shaq in a bottle.
Come on.
No.
No.
I think that was actually...
No.
I think they called that Shazam.
I forget what it's called. I know what you're talking about.
I think they called it Shazam. I hope not. I hope not.
And welcome to the gym.
They're pretty much run around now.
So
I
it,
know what
it
you're
pretty
saying.
much sounds like the Gambit solo movie is going to be officially dead. Channing Tatum's going to be out of the role, and they'll just put Gambit in the next X-Men movie with a different actor.
Yeah, he's doing DC stuff that they kind of get pissy and don't like people cross movies. Even though that's already happened.
What with Ryan Reynolds?
Oh.
Or I guess even Ben Affleck?
That too, but
Mhm.
also
But his contracts were long since expired.
there
so-
was a female actress who played Superman's mother in Man of Steel, and then someone else. The person who played Superman's mother in Man of Steel, I
Diane
believe,
Lane.
plays the love interest for Fisk in the Daredevil show.
No.
Two different people.
Are we done?
No, they're still here.
Why? See you later, Rain.
You're still here?
Yeah, they haven't left.
Why?